Hello everyone, welcome back to another Train Simulator Classic video, and today we have got a special one. We're running the Royal Train. I picked up this Diamond Jubilee. It's been a while since the Diamond Jubilee, hasn't it? It was the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, and of course she's not with us anymore, so it's quite old, but nevertheless it's a really nice livery. It's a couple of quid on the Steam store, so it's good value. I wanted a Class 67 for such a long time, and I've wanted one in TSW forever. It would just make a nice difference from the 66, wouldn't it? Which we've got over and over and over again. But this one, 67, it's more modern. It's just nice. I quite like it. I've noticed a lot of streamers use it as well. A lot of the train simulator streamers tend to use a 67 on lots of scenarios. But this is the Royal Train, and we're at Preston. We're going from Preston to Carlisle. The Queen is heading north, and this first leg of the trip, we're going to do that. So I'll take it off pause. Let's get everything set up, shall we? We'll get the headlights on first. There we go. If we pop back inside, you can see the cab's really nice. The cab's really nicely modelled. I do like that. And if we get ourselves, first of all, into forwards and do that, I think we're ready to depart. We've got 21 miles up to Lancaster, so as soon as we get that signal, then we will get underway. Okay, we do have the green, so let's start to pull away, shall we? Just release the brakes. It's just a short journey, as I said, up to Lancaster, just over 21 miles, so it won't take us long. We're up the West Coast Main Line, of course, heading north, and we're just leaving Preston. So we'll take a look outside as we leave. The Royal Train is looking very, very nice. What a great horn that is. It's a bargain, this, for a couple of quid, honestly. You just get you get this with it. You get the 67, of course, in the Diamond Jubilee livery. You also get these excellent sort of claret. Would you say the claret coaches, the royal coaches, complete with the curtains drawn there for the privacy of the royal family. And there's a 67 on the back as well in this one. It is top and tail, but it's very nice. It does look good. There is a standard DTG class 67 as well that you can pick up. I think that's about 6 quid at the moment. It's not in the sale, but it is 6 quid. And in that you get 4 or 5 liveries, including the livery for the Royal Train, which is the standard Royal Train, you know, the sort of maroon or claret, I don't know which, the usual livery that you would see for the Royal Train. So I haven't got that pack. I decided to get this one just to see how it was, but I will pick up the other one. It is the EWS class 67 pack, I believe, and now I'm speeding as we approach St Walburg's at Maudlands. We're going to get the 80 very soon, so we'll come up to speed. We'll have a talk about what it says on Steam for this train. There we go, all the way up to 80 now. Okay, so it says on Steam, it says, drive the Queen aboard the Royal Train to her Jubilee celebrations, pulled by the Class 67 diesel electric locomotive. The Class 67, originally built in Spain in 1999 by Alstom with a General Motors engine and transmission, is an upgraded version of the Class 66. It does feel very similar, but you can see the cab is way more modern. It's got higher gearing than the 66 to allow for a higher operating speed of up to 125 miles per hour on UK lines. Originally assigned to the mail train services until the end of the contract with the Royal Mail in 2003, the Class 67 then found itself operating in a number of roles but since 2004 the 67 has been the locomotive of choice for the Royal Train, with the pair being repainted into Royal Claret livery. There you go, it's a Claret livery. Especially for the job. In 2012, Class 67 number 67026 was renamed Diamond Jubilee and received a special commemorative silver livery in celebration of the Queen's 60 years on the throne. And that's the one we've got today. That's this one. As we go past my old school over there. If I can get out of these trees. I tell you what, compared to the 66, it soon does get up to speed. It really does shift, this one. That's great, isn't it? Let's hop back inside. So if you do buy this one, you do get this 67 in DB Schenker Silver and Special Commemorative Diamond Jubilee Silver livery. You also get Mark 1 and Mark 2 coaches in the Royal Claret livery, which is what we've got on the back right now. Let's just make sure we're up speed. And you also get a scenario for the Great Western Main Line, which is Oxford to Paddington, which is called Diamond in the Rough. I did that one earlier. It's about a 25-minute scenario. I didn't have Great Western Main Line. And I kept saying to myself, I'm not gonna buy any more routes because I've spent a fortune on this. I've been getting into it so much. I thought I'm not going to spend anything else until the next Steam sale comes around. Now, we've talked about this with Eurotruck, that we think the next sale actually is going to be around Halloween or sometime towards the end of October. And I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I want more routes. I want more routes to play in Train Simulator. So I went on. I actually did get the Oxford to Paddington route because that was only £6. It's one of the TS Classic range, so it's a little bit cheaper. The other one I picked up yesterday as well was the East Coast Main Line, Newcastle to Edinburgh, which is another old route, but it's a decent mileage. I've nearly got all the East Coast Main Line now. I think I need to double check that. So I have been spending on this, and the 67 though, as I said at the beginning, I had identified that as being one that I did want to pick up. I don't know if any of the other routes come with that. I think the South Wales coastal route may come with a 67, but I'm not entirely sure. That one's £25 at the moment, so that one's definitely waiting for the sale. I've enough to be going on with for now anyway. But our mission today is to get the Queen to Lancaster, so it won't take us long at all. We're already at Brock. There's a very nice river, the River Brock, that runs alongside. Oh wow, did you see that car go across the crossing there? That was dangerous. You've got Brock around this side, and also if we nip outside, I don't know if you'll see it. Yeah, here, this is Beacon Fell Country Park. Let me just get out of these bushes. Beacon Fell Country Park. It's covered in pine trees normally. It's very, very nice up there. It's a very nice area, this, full stop, to be honest. But I do plan to run this one, even though it's in the Jubilee livery. I do plan to run this on quite a number of the routes. Now there is an enhancement pack as well by Armstrong Powerhouse, and I should have really picked that up in the sale as well, because I think what it does, amongst other things, it enables this this screen over the side. Is that the EM2000? That's what it's called in the Class 66, isn't it, in TSW? So I think it is the same. I can't really see what it's called here, but some of these things I don't think work, so I can't press the speed control, for example. I don't think any of this works. But the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack does give a little bit more functionality, but I don't know if it applies to this Diamond Jubilee one. It may only apply to the DTG EWS pack, which I mentioned, which is also £6. I'm tempted just to get it, but I keep spending. I can't keep spending. I'll end up getting divorced. And some of you are saying that's not a bad thing, is it? Oh dear me. So I have been playing a lot of a train simulator whilst we wait for TSW4, which is well, it's round the corner, isn't it? As I'm recording this, it's the 30th of August, so we've got 22 days until early access. Now, as an ambassador, I don't know if I'll get any access earlier than that. If I can, then it will probably be on the PC rather than on the PS5. So if I do get early access, then of course I will stream some of that and record some stuff so that you can be having an early look at that. But the main bulk of me playing TSW4 will be back on the PS5, because that's where I've got all the DLCs and all the progress, etc. I didn't play TSW3 at all on the PC because the timing just wasn't right. I didn't have the PC set up in time to really get into it on the PC, but from TSW4 onwards I will have it dual installed, PC and PS5. So if we do get early access to any future DLCs, we'll probably be able to play those on the PC a little bit earlier than we normally would, so keep your eye out for that. Certainly the Ormskirk, Preston, Blackpool route, which will be coming out, well, it said 1 to 3 months, didn't it, after TSW4, so as soon as that comes out, if I can get that on the PC first, we're playing it. We're going to play it to death, actually. Yeah, that's more exciting to me, as you know, than TSW4 itself. So I think if you're on the fence with TSW4, it could be worth upgrading just for that route once that comes out. So how are we doing? We got just over 5.5 miles now. We're at Goldgate, which is just outside Lancaster, so we will start to slow down very soon. Very nippy little locomotive this, isn't it? Especially as the blurb just said on Steam, this is an upgraded Class 66. The 66 seems very sluggish, doesn't it, compared to this? The 66 is okay once you get going, but this has got very good acceleration. It looks modern. It's fit for a queen or a king, because he'll be using it now, of course. And the coaches are great. I'll have to get the other pack just so I've got the matching engine, the matching livery. Goes. Got 47 in the loop there. We should really start now to just take the throttle off. We do have a 75 coming up and a yellow. So we will put some brake in. Or else we will hit Lancaster at a very high speed. And with Her Majesty on board, we don't want to get into any kind of trouble or do any late braking. She will be drinking tea in one of the coaches there. And if she spills a tea, then we will all be in trouble. If somebody spilt my tea, they'd be in trouble, to be quite honest. Alright, we've got a 75 and a 40 just as we're coming into the platform at Lancaster. So let's start bringing it down for that. Platform 3 at Lancaster. So it should take us off to the left, indeed it is. Got an 86 going the other way. I didn't suspend the other regular services that are on this route, as you know. This is this West Coast Main Line over Shap is quite an old route, so quite a number of older trains running on there. Unless you can set that in the quick drive so that there's just you on the track, but I've left those in for now. That's fine. This was just about getting out in the 67 on the channel for the first time, just enjoying a quick run. You'll be seeing it plenty of other times. There is a lot of traffic on this route, which is really nice to see. Alright. Let's get the braking in here at Lancaster. Now, the doors wouldn't open, would they, at Lancaster? In fact, we probably wouldn't stop anywhere, in truth, would we? Not with the Queen on board. But this is part of the quick drive that it obviously will do. So that is it. That is our quick run in the Jubilee, special Jubilee liveried Class 67. Hope you've enjoyed it. It was just a quick one. Hope you've enjoyed the recent videos. Thank you for all the support on the recent video where I went down to Dovetail. That has been quite well received, and thank you for all the nice feedback that I've received on that video. It's been really nice to read. Take it easy, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.